Imagine setting sail into the unknown. The year is 1845. Two state-of-the-art ships, 29 brave souls, and a single daring mission to conquer the last uncharted stretch of the Northwest Passage. But what began as a journey of hope would become one of the history's greatest mysteries. The tragic tale of the Franklin expedition. The Franklin expedition, led by Sir John Franklin, set out in May 1845 with 29 men aboard HMS Erebus and HMS Terror. Their mission to chart the unexplored section of the Northwest Passage in the Canadian Arctic and collect magnetic data to aid navigation. The voyage ended in tragedy, becoming one of the greatest disasters and enduring mysteries in the history of the polar exploration. The Franklin expedition was meticulously planned. The ship was reinforced for ice, stocked with coal, and loaded with over 8,000 tons of preserved food and innovation of the era. The crew, led by Franklin and his second in command, Francis Cozier, was prepared for 3 years in the Arctic. But the rush to supply so much food in so little time led to critical flaws. Many tents were poorly soldered and inadequately cooked, leaving food contaminated and potentially toxic. The expedition departed England in May 1845. They were last seen by whalers in July, entering Lancaster Sound. The first winter was spent on Beechay Island, where 3 men died and were buried. An ominous start. In the summers of 1846, the ships pressed through Speel Sound, but disaster struck. Both Erebus and Terror became trapped in the thick sea ice of King William's Island. They would never sail again. For 2 years, the ship remained icebound. Supplies dwindled and men began to fall ill. Scurvy, pneumonia, and tuberculosis ravaged the crew. Modern forensic studies found evidence of severe lead poisoning, likely to form from the tin food and possibly the ship's water system. By April 1848, 24 men, including Sir John Franklin, were dead. The survivor, led by Crozier and Captain James Fitzjames, made a desperate decision: abandon the ship and march 400 kilometers south towards the Canadian mainland, hoping to reach safety at the Back River. With little food and weakened by disease, 105 men set out across the ice. Inuit witnesses later described starving white men dragging boats and dying where they fell. Archaeological evidence and Inuit accounts suggest some survivors resorted to cannibalism in their final desperate days. None survived the journey. Most perished on King William Island, a few reaching the north coast of the mainland before succumbing to the elements. When no word came, Lady Jane Franklin and the Admiralty launched the largest search in naval history. Over the next decades, searchers found graves, bones, and relics scattered across the Arctic. The most important clue was the Victory Point note left in the cane, which revealed the timeline of the disaster and the fate of the ships. Forensic studies in the 20th and 21st centuries confirmed the crew's suffering, starvation, scurvy, hypothermia, and lead poisoning. The poorly prepared canned food, harsh climate, and isolation sealed their fate. The mystery of Franklin's lost expedition haunted generations. In recent years, the wrecks of Erebus and Terror were finally discovered, preserved in the icy depths. Yet the question remains: could better preparation have saved them? What final thoughts did these men have as they vanished into the Arctic nights. The Franklin expedition stands as a stark reminder of human ambition, resilience, and the unforgiving power of nature. Today, the story of Franklin expedition is not just a tale of tragedy, but a testament to the enduring spirit of exploration and warning of perils that awaits those who challenge the unknown.